Huh?
Hey cuties. So there I was, hard at work making another video for all you beautiful people.
Hop on Bloons, fast!
One thing led to another, and I ended up doom scrolling until I ended up on a schizo post about Bloons lore. As a crippling internet cringe addict, it was impossible for me to ignore this absolute goldmine. That's right guys, it's time for another exciting edition of Kenshi bullies children on the internet because he's a chud. The evil Professor Evil took some of the deflated Bloons, only this time using refined plutonium along with the helium. This made them evil, but not fully capable of onslaught. This is where Bloons Pop comes in, with the monkeys attacking the semi-hazardous Bloons, slowly creeping their way. Hey cuties, while I'm reading the schizo post, did you know the only difference between Bloons fans and Sonic fans is that Sonic fans pretend to be 12, and Bloon fans actually are 12? And don't worry about why I was playing it, bro. I'm a YouTuber, okay? That's all I'm finna say about that. Did you also know that only 10% of my viewers are subscribed? And did you also know, if this number were to flip, my wife's boyfriend would take me to Six Flags? You wouldn't want to disappoint him, would you? Welcome to the Bloons Conception Wiki, a forum where passionate fans can rub their brain cells together to create something so beautiful it puts Sonic to shame. Fan wikis aren't a new thing, and have been a part of the internet for as long as fandoms have existed. As long as there's at least one person seething about how a character's arms are the wrong color, then there will always be somebody to harness pure weaponized autism to create something entirely new and entirely unhinged. This is how you get things like Bloons 7, Planet of the Apes. As a child, Gwendolin and many other infants were abducted by a powerful Bloon leader known as Bloonarius, the Infiltrator. This was stopped by Quincy Sr., however. 6 years later, Gwen and her parents were attacked by Bloons and were chased into an alley. The Bloons gunned down her mother and pressed the muzzle of a pistol to her father's skull. Jesus Christ, in this fucking children's game, you get to see a fucking monkey with a gun pressed to his fucking skull after they murder his wife. That's fucking sick, dude. The resultant emotional strain triggered her latent pyrokinetic abilities and wiped out all the Bloons at once before they could do more harm. Her hands still on fire, she began staring at the flames. The camera tilted. Oh, they have fucking. Oh, it's like a script, dude. Okay, hell yeah. Excellent writing. Thank you, TOTMGS Rock. You're so fucking based, dude. 12 years after her mother's death, she started using her abilities to pop Bloons. One day, while stopping the assassination of Dr. Monkey, who the fuck was gonna assassinate Dr. Monkey? She spotted more Bloons coming to attack her, but they were interrupted by Quincy. Then, Gwendolin was given instructions to return to base. Captain Church was speaking into her earpiece, and thanks for explaining who the fuck these people are. So she said, I gotta go. Quincy, ooh, a little budding romance, a little love blooming on the battlefield. Love ballooning on the battlefield. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Quincy hastily followed her to the roof, saying, "Where are you going? Wait." On the roof, there was a heli pilot waiting for her. She boarded the heli while Quincy watched as she flew away, waving goodbye. I love how you can tell this person is probably in 7th grade, because these are some 7th grade ass sentences, bro. She went to the helipad. He did not see her. Where did she go, she said. She woved away. I've only been doing this for about 5 seconds. I'm already brain damaged. Gwen was never seen again until the final battle, where Quincy is fighting Eric Howard. Of course, the iconic Bloons character, Eric Howard. Now the villain known as the Time Breaker. The Time Breaker gains the upper hand on Quincy. Then he taunts, "A great effort, I guess, but you'll never succeed because you'll always be alone. Forever." As he stabs Quincy in the stomach with a piece of glass. Jesus Christ. Gwendolin appears from behind the Time Breaker, interjecting, "He's not alone." When the Time Breaker turns around, Gwen shoots fire at his legs, causing him to scream in pain for a moment. Just for a moment. Afterwards, she helps Quincy place explosives on the machine, and as they explode, she helps Quincy escape by firewalking her way out while carrying him. When dropping him off, she preemptively says, "You're welcome," as medical monkeys arrive. Quincy then turns around and asks her a question, only to see she disappears like this. What the fuck? Okay, So then at some point, it says that she had a fiery date, kidnapped by the Shadow Bloon, and flaming torture. Yes. After being captured by the Shadow Bloon's forces, Gwendolin was relentlessly tortured by the Bloons to try to make her leak vital information and break her will, but mostly for fun, because Bloons are freaking psychopaths. They cut her with flame-resistant cutting tools and beat her with crowbars repeatedly while she was restrained neck to toe with polymerized carbon nano. Okay, this child is going in way too in-depth about the torture. Like, you can tell that they probably just got done fighting with their mom about having to let their little brother use the fucking PlayStation. Oh, you fucking bitch, I'm gonna show you. When you're old, I'm gonna beat you with crowbars and restrain you neck to toe with polymerized carbon nanotube restraints. Ooh, wait, this would be fire. Yo, the boys on the Bloons Wiki will love this. The torture was being led by the Bloon Inquisitor, who attempted to interrogate her for information about Quincy, what he does, where he lives, and other vital stuff. Gwendolin simply replied, he does what everyone else does. He beats the shit out of people like you. When I was playing Bloons and I got to this cutscene, my jaw absolutely dropped. Infuriated by Gwen's response, the Bloon Inquisitor uses torture devices to Gwen's face with carbon nanotube what's with this kid in carbon nanotube? That inject fireproof bullet ant venom, carving a word on Gwen's cheek which read scum. See, I'd be more concerned. Somebody take fucking Tito MG Rock's phone, because this is a little, what the fuck, little boy? Oh shit. Dark Gwendolin, guys. It's getting fucking real. A few hours later, Gwendolin saw a strange-looking device enter her cell while attempting to perform escapology tricks to remove her restraints. Immediately recognizing the device was another attempt to either torture or subjugate her. What the fuck? Come on, little boy. You should not be writing about torture and subjugation. What the fuck? Fucking balloons of lust over here. She was eventually immobilized by Melissa's blast of flame-retardant glue. Melissa explains that the device will do— Who the fuck is Melissa? Is it your sister? Is it you? Is that Melissa? Is that your self-insert that you're sexually torturing this fucking monkey? The device attached to Gwendolin's head and began to brainwash her, taking over her body with a dark personality matrix which behaves like Gwendolin in every way but deprived of all mercy and regard for life. Gwen tried fighting the brainwashing, but ultimately the evil personality took control of her, hallmarking the rise of Dark Gwendolin. Oh, yo, they have skins on here too, guys. Let's see. So you got her default scientist skin, fiery. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is hot, dude. Yo, Melissa, do you take commissions? Oh, mamma mia. Oh boy, this is making me act up, dude. Rated T due to swearing. Someone deleted everything. Some fool who was one false move away from purgatory. Oh shit, guys, don't fuck with Gwendolin. I made a minor edit. How sad. Vandalism is for the feeble-minded. Jesus Christ, Melissa, chill. Okay, so it looks like Melissa also uploaded some music for her game. I guess she's like the lead developer for Bloons Planet of the Apes. So let's hear Gwen's theme. Let's see if this works. It's 7 minutes long. No. Oh no. Yes. Go off, Melissa. Slay, Melissa, slay. Alright, this is Quincy by Bloony Tunes. Hell yeah. Oh no, a lot of his stuff's gone, guys. No Early Life, The Academy of Targets and Throwing, First Love and Breakup, Enter the Fire Queen. Oh shit. You're going straight into the Clockwork War. Locking in, guys. Quincy's best friend Eric was brainwashed into the psychotic speedster known as the Time Breaker during a disaster on a project on the Negative Speed Force. As Quincy called his father on the phone to ask him about a girl known as Gwendolin, Quincy Sr. replied that during his fight against Bloonarius the Infiltrator, he spotted Gwendolin among the abducted infant. How would he know? How would he know? He just see this child is like, yes, this is Gwendolin, and she will save the Jews, the gay bipolar Jews. Suddenly, Quincy Jr. heard his father's explanation interrupted by screams and thuds. Then he heard an evil, Sinister voice threatened and taunted him on the phone. Hello, Quincy. I am the Time Breaker. Your parents are dead. Quincy immediately recognized the voice to be Eric's, and arrived home only to watch in horror as Eric brutally beated and murdered his parents. Why? Why did he do that? Eric, please! Quincy desperately fought against his former friend and ally, but was easily defeated. Eric stole the T-507 temporal distortion device from a secret location in Quincy's house before zooming off to the shadows. The injured, horrified Quincy dragged himself over to the dying Quincy Sr., asking him about the time distortion device. Quincy Sr. responded as his last words, "The time drive. It's one of the parts needed to make a weapon. I developed a stutter after getting beaten to death by Linkara. This weapon, once assembled, would mean the destruction of the time." Before dying, uttering his last breath with a sigh. This traumatic experience would haunt Quincy for decades to come, and the murder of Quincy Sr. and Carol sparked a conflict that would soon be known as the Clockwork War. So I'm noticing all their parents get brutally fucking murdered. That's like a common theme. Can anybody just be like a silly little monkey who's just a little guy? And you're like, hey guys, I wanna just pop some balloons, tee hee ha ha. And meanwhile, you got fucking Quincy over there, like, my father was beaten to death, and I must avenge him by slaying the Time Lord and become the God of Fire. Okay, well, I throw darts and I'm a little monkey guy. I am eternal. Quincy deduced that Eric's next target, I'm so stupid, would be a monkey intelligence bureau. Yo, Eric's fighting the FBI, fucking based. And he goes there in an attempt to stop Eric, but ends up being surrounded by Eric's accomplices, the Timebreaker acolytes. Oh shit, watch out, dude. Quincy's badly outmatched and narrowly escapes with his life. Realizing that he can't defeat the Timebreaker alone, he travels to Max's academy to ask Max to help him. However, during the journey, he stumbled upon another Timebreaker incident. Oh shit. Quincy hid behind a wall, activating active camo mode, and observed as Eric manipulatively gained the trust of another accomplice. Narrowly managing to stay hidden, Quincy investigated the house after he left the vicinity. Using forensic scanners, Quincy reconstructed the crime scene. Eric dropped a heavy object on the person and then swooped in to save that person from a falling object at the last minute, manipulating that person and becoming an acolyte. Quincy realized that the acolytes trusted him because what the fuck? This is just a fucking wall of text, dude. I'm fucking stupid as hell for this. Okay, who the fuck is the Timebreaker, dude? But before we find out, Quincy tried to end his life. Damn, that's saddening. Probably for a good reason at that. Bro was gonna fucking kill himself, and Leo Desi's like, good, you should kill yourself now. Alright guys, it's time for some deep Bloons lore. Here he is, the Timebreaker. Oh shit, by our good old friend Melissa. Let's go. Eric Thomas Howard, also known as the Timebreaker, is a friend turned enemy of Quincy, and the antagonist of Quincy, a BTD story. He also appeared as a tier 5 upgrade for the Monkey Flash in Bloons Planet of the Apes. Hell yeah, guys. Let's check out this Monkey Flash. Fuck yes. Eric Howard was once one of Quincy's best friends since childhood. One day, the Monkey Empire was working on a project of making monkey flashes that could tap into the negative speed force. Eric volunteered, but the procedure was contaminated by a force of incalculable power, corrupting the chemistry of Eric's brain. What's that? The Emperor? Wow. Descent into Madness. Yeah. Hey guys, when I inevitably kill myself and you guys are working on my my YouTube fandom Wikipedia page, this is what I want, okay? Early life, Timebreaker project, and then Descent to Madness. Over a period of a few days, Eric's mental condition deteriorated rapidly, eventually losing all his sanity and all his remorse. No longer the kind-hearted person everyone knew, Eric dubbed himself the Timebreaker and went on a killing spree. Yeah, be like that, bro. He then went to Quincy's home, where he attacked Quincy's parents, Quincy Sr. and Carol, as they desperately attempted to defend themselves. Eric quickly subdued both and sadistically uttered, "Who should I kill first?" Then he turns to Carol and shouts, "How about you? grabbing a kitchen cleaver and decapitating her with one swift swoop. Jesus Christ! Quincy Sr. grabs his bow and fiercely attempts to retaliate, but Eric simply countered his attack and knocked him across the hall with a backhand slap. As Quincy Sr. asks Eric, why are you doing this? Eric responds with a psychotic grin. Let's just say I have a bone to pick with you. What? Puns, nigga? Damn, go off, Melissa. Queen of the fucking boards. As he grabs a part of Quincy Sr.'s rib cage and violently pries out a piece of rib from him, causing him to scream in agony. Jesus. Listen, Melissa's mom, if you're watching this, never take Melissa's phone away, ever again. As Quincy anxiously rushes into the room, Eric taunts from the shadows. You sound troubled, Quincy. Need a hand? And cackles hysterically as he cuts off a hand from the dead cow with a kitchen knife. Throwing the hand at Quincy from the darkness, Quincy fights all he can, but he is quickly outmatched by Eric in every aspect of the battle and quickly defeated. Eric taunts Quincy. Stop it, you're giving me a headache, as he bashes the decapitated head of Karen. What the fuck, dude? This is insane. Melissa, are you okay, bestie? I kind of feel bad about uploading this video. No, I don't. The now disoriented Quincy attempts to reason with Eric, saying that he was once a good man and his friend, but Eric rebuffs to Quincy that Eric is no more. There is only the time breaker. Oh shit, enter Lady Zoom. A sexy girl Eric. During his imprisonment at a Hypermax prison, parallel to his cell was another cell containing Helena Zolomon, a world-class international terrorist mastermind responsible for the massive Bloon outbreak associated with Bloon 6. Oh, so it's her fault, guys. This is deep lore, of course. As they saw each other, they immediately felt a twisted form of attraction to each other. As they talked to each other across the cells, they flirted with one another about the people they killed, laughing maniacally in the process. Yeah, guys, that's real Riz, okay? I just go up to bitches I like, I talk about people that I killed. Well, I guess in my case, I talk about children I bully online. I love being a horrible person. Oh my, censored. Yeah. Me too, yeet boy. Me too. I can't forget about the real villain. Well, according to that little schizo boy from Reddit. Why should I stop trying to take over your pathetic little empire? After all what you monkeys did to me, all the bullying, humiliation, harassment, why shouldn't I take revenge upon your pathetic monkeys? Now, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but you cannot try to turn me back to the side of good. Not liking good people is racist. Chapter 1, the bullying. Theodore had a hard life as a child. His parents were abusive, and the other monkeys at school would bully him. However, he had one thing that made him happy: technology. He could build robots out of his parents' metal storage shed. But however, his parents were always destroying his little mechs. They called him names such as worthless, mistake, and other various. Yeah, guys, nothing really ground my gears more than when my parents called me other various. The monkeys at his school were just as bad, destroying his robots and then beating him up. What a fucking loser, dude. One day, Theodore could not take it anymore, and after arguing with his parents, he gathered his mechs and ran away from home. At the age 13, he wasn't able to get far and was put into an orphanage. Life in the orphanage wasn't any better than it was from his hometown. The homeless monkey kids would bully him for his liking of technology. He stayed there for about 3 more years until he decided to run away back to his own town. Paraloca. He went back to his old house only to find it was blown up. Oh shit, I guess the time breaker got to his house, guys. He looked around in the pile of ashes that used to be his house, saw a photo. It was a photo of his parents holding him as an infant. He looked at the photo and ripped it up. He made his way to the cemetery and found his parents' gravestones. He grinned and kicked dirt at the gravestones. Finally, they're gone. He laughed, Theodore. He decided to rent an apartment. Cool, good. The next chapter. Homeless Theodore. He would live in an alley and would do anything for a job, but no one would hire him because of his lowly qualifications. I feel that. Just be a YouTuber, bro. One day he was walking the streets and found a 100 monkey money bill on the ground and decided to pick it up. The bill scurried away on the ground and Theodore chased after it and followed into an alley. He picked it up at the end of the alley and realized it was a fake plastic bill little monkey children play with, like in their monkey poly board games. Totally not a ripoff of Monopoly. Yeah, thanks, bro. I'm glad you pointed that out, because I was gonna flag this. I was gonna report this to Sony or whatever the fuck owns Monopoly now. And then suddenly he was surrounded by some mafia monkeys. One of the monkeys rushed up to him, pinned him to the wall, and held a knife to his head. "Do you want to die?" asked the monkey. No, Theodore said in an extremely worried voice. "Then give me all your money," said the monkey. "I don't have any. I'm homeless." "Honest," said Theodore. "Hey, Michelle, come over here," said the monkey. A cloaked figure walked over to the monkey with the knife and listened what he had to say. It was a female monkey staring at the trembling, homeless-tailed ape. The two monkeys stared at each other, and Theodore blushed. What a fucking twink. "Hello there, I'm Michelle. What's yours?" asked the female. "I'm Theodore." Michelle had a grin on her face and asked, "How would you like to join my mafia gang? You said you were homeless, right?" Sure, blushed Theodore. "Good, because we need you." He accepted Michelle's offer and was officially part of the mafia. He rose in the ranks and developed a crush on Michelle. He stayed with the mafia for 2 months. "Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun." One day, Michelle admitted to Theodore that she liked him and wanted to be her boyfriend. She liked him and wanted to be her boyfriend. Okay. The two then proceeded to kiss, but Michelle held back before laughing out loud. "Just kidding," she blurted. The other gang members surrounded Theodore. "What's going on?" asked Theodore. "This was all a rouse," she said, holding her stomach in pain. "I never loved you. I was just using you." "How could you?" said Theodore with a tear in his eye. "I thought you loved me. I could never love a tech-obsessed freak like you. You nerds are a disgrace to society and should burn in hell." She's beating him up and take his money. Theodore had never been so angry before at his own kind. He silently huffed and puffed with anger to the brim. Suddenly, Bloons entered the alley and took Theodore with him to the Bloon jail for torture. Theodore was so angry that he didn't even care for him being tortured every day. Ever since a child, he was physically, mentally, and horrifically abused. No one ever saw him as a good monkey. All they saw was negative stuff and made fun about him. All these negative thoughts rushed about him in quick succession, and all that drove him into a furious rage. And eventually, he snapped. A super evil grin appeared on his face. He had an idea. Take over the monkey empire and see how they like being pushed around for a change, he said to himself. He used his mech to break open the wall in the jail and flew away. Why am I not surprised that he just became the Joker? Damn, Melissa probably read this part and was like, yo, that's literally me. I get tortured every day and I'm literally the Joker. So one day he stole himself a monocle and cape and top hat and gave himself a new name, Professor Evil. He was no longer the trivial robot builder known as Theodore. He was now Professor Evil, and he was done taking crap from everyone. Wow. Fire! And we can't forget, probably the strongest boss in all of the Bloons lore, the Wall of Trump. Behold, the tenacious, road-killing, undying American politician. I almost threw up reading this. This is peak fear. Fear him. Fear the Wall of Trump.